Hi guys, JesterArke back once again with some more Volcanoids. Now, we're picking straight up from where we left off last episode. So we've got a little bit of time before the eruption passes. So let's get back into it. Okay, literally tiny bit of time. We can go back above ground. So we have repaired all the breaches. We're going to have a quick look around to see. You can see it says 99% there. So not all of the modules themselves are entirely in good condition. We're going to go around. Oh, apparently we're going to come out first. Okay. All the ash everywhere. In my opinion, this is what the island should look like at all times. Anyway. There we go. That was that door frame. It was damaged. What else is damaged? The drill bit itself. That should be everything fixed now. We come over here. Well, it's not quite at 100%. Okay. This is what we use to drive our drill ship around when we're underground. Incidentally. Upstairs. Okay, that should be everything done. This module here is quite important. This tells us what drill ship core, what engine, and what assorted parts we've got installed. We've only got one drill ship segment currently installed. Got our research doohickey, bed, our current map of the world, which there's not a lot to it yet. That will expand as we look around. Okay, this storage, we will build more storage modules into the walls. They all link up. Everything that we build that is part of the vessel itself, or any of the cog technology, it all links up and joins to each other, which is kind of neat. Okay. What are we meant to be doing anyway? Oh, I'm meant to be making a turret, that's right. Okay. So, this copper and that coal has already come back. We can raid the box again already. This is what I was saying, like, it all refills way too fast. But you know what, let's take this opportunity to get another screenshot. Thumbnail for episode 2. Cha-ching. Alright. No door on that side, Jester. Doofus. Now, what we're building now is a turret. The reason we need these is because every now and then, wandering... grab the black powder. Every now and then, the wandering bad people will spot us and they'll come and start shooting us. We need some copper bullet casings. It says we only need 2, but I'll make a couple more. Ammo, we need turret ammo, which is copper bullet casings and the black powder. Okay. And now we need to produce the turret module. So it's the copper gun components, tubes, plates, done. Okay. Now that should be over here. No, that's only our inventory. We'll put the turret ammo into the overall storage. Same with that. All this stuff. Full. We've got no room. Equip our wrench. We need to put the turret somewhere. We're going to put it right at the front on the side opposite to the door. Reason for that, the vast majority of the times that I have had people attacking the vessel, it is from that side of the vessel. It's not always the case, and we will have turrets on the other side eventually. Okay, so first travel. Now the drill ship is in great shape, we need to move to another location, use a control panel and travel to a neighbouring landing site. Okay. Occasionally you can't travel to those sites because there'll be a cog drill ship. It keeps telling us this inventory is full, we'll fix that in a moment. And we need to raid a cog drill ship and get research components. We've already got pumps and shredders. I will grab that out. You know what? Let's grab those as well. Okay. Lovely. Gonna come up to our research doohickey. We're gonna get a couple of these going. Lovely. Everything's lovely. We don't need that now. We've got some scrap, so let's move that into there. We'll keep those on us for the time being. It seems like the gameplay itself is still really loud. Bear with me a moment. I don't know, I might have turned it down too far. I don't know. We're going to go raid the drill ship, and then we'll come back and do our first travel quest. Okay. We've already wasted like 6 minutes. We're running as fast as our poor little self can run. Okay. We will get better versions of our ammunition as well. That I've seen so far, we don't upgrade the pistol, we just get better ammo. So we're using copper shells at the moment. Next ones will be iron based. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go to a melee weapon. We'll start hacking at this. There we go. We can't open that door ourselves because it's an enemy ship. Destroy these. As soon as you get into the enemy ship, destroy these. These are what are producing the cogs. It's not to say existing cogs won't still come into the ship, but it at least stops them being produced inside. This is almost damaged. Keep going. Okay, there's the damaged component. So we now just picked that up. We just took everything that was in storage. Is there any other storage modules? There is, but there's nothing in that. These ones don't link up to the rest of the ship. One thing I'm not a fan of. You can't pull these apart. And if you destroy them, they just vanish. You don't get them back. Okay. We don't have to do this. I'm literally just showing you. If you don't do the tutorial, this is how you take over a drill ship. You've still got to you've still got to build yourself a drill core, but you've got to damage the ship to the point where it's about 80% damaged. So you just go through, smash up these. Keep in mind, the drill ship can up and leave. I've had a few times where I've gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, sweet, I've destroyed a drill ship entirely and I'm harvesting it for resources. And I've not been paying attention and I've gotten run over by the next drill ship that comes along. That was a little embarrassing. So at this point, you could probably whack a new core in there. The drill ship core that you use has to be equal to or greater than the core that's already in the ship. will get better weapons for doing this later. We can stop periodically to check how much health it's got left. A different type of research component. Okay. So you only have to destroy the fixed walls and roof of the ship. You don't have to destroy all the little standalone pieces. Once you hear that siren, get the hell out. So we just got damaged track, got some scrap, got some components that we can use to make research, more scrap, more damaged tracks. We will get items, we'll get machines, workbenches, that will allow us to break down a fair bit of the items that we pick up that we don't need and convert it into its base material. Look at that, we've got extra components laying on the ground again already. Honestly, I would say don't bother really collecting the copper scrap. Not at this difficulty, at least. Yeah. You can't put things back into the box, apparently. Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't bother collecting that normally. Not unless you're on the higher difficulties where the amount you mine is significantly less. Once we get up to different types of scrap metal, different story. But at least with copper, you're not going to need a lot of it to begin with. Okay, how long we got? We got 13 minutes till the next eruption. We should be able to finish the 2 quests we've got existing. In theory. Okay. These things. Right, that's done. I'm gonna dump all that did was anything that was already in there, you topped it up sort of thing. Let's close the door. Let's go upstairs, and I want to do a thing just here. We're going to put some more storage down. Change the picture on there to that. This storage box is just going to be ship components that we're not necessarily using. There it is. Keeps them out of main inventory. Oh. Yoink. While we're here, we'll get some new research bits going. Okay. We're going underground again. We're going to take a look at the steering systems and how we maneuver around once we are down underground. Okay. All we're worrying about at this point are tunnels 1. We're not going down to the caves. Right. This is part of why I said don't bother too much about the surface deposits as well. Because there are deposits underground. Okay. this means that there's you're regularly going to get tier 1 drill ship research material in that location. Now keep in mind the storage for your drill is limited. We've hit maximum inventory already. What we could do is open that up and grab some of the stuff out. We can go through the lava. It's going to heat us up, and once we get too hot we'll start taking damage, and we don't need to at this point in time. That's where we were, the harbour. Okay, worth noting while underground real quick. Components like this, your workbench, any of the ones that require coal from the get-go, they will still work. So you can see there, requires the module and coal. If that's what it says, then it will still work while you're underground. Apologies. This time of year, it starts getting pretty damn cold at night. And it's causing a bit of the old blockage. Oh, here we go. We've got someone running out to meet us. Well, he's running across the paddock, but there's a good chance he'll stop and attack us. As much as this is the safe location, this is one place where they will attack from the other side. Hey. Okay, so they're the three coloured types of cogs. There are varying grades of them as well. You can see we've taken a bit of damage. Let's grab one of our module repair kits. That all fixed? It is all fixed. Lovely. Okay. Yeah. Non-online storage is full. Radio. I'll grab them back out again. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get rid of the scrap copper. Okay. We've got to make the production schematics. Level 1 production. So if we can come over to schematics, we need 5 sulfur power, 5 sulfur powder, and 1 intel production. Sorry, one production intel, which we've already got. We made a bunch of them just a moment ago. We're going to come down here and get the sulfur powder, because we didn't have enough. And now we can make that. Remember, I did say that these stations require things to be in your inventory. The stuff that we build into the walls will pull straight out of the ship's inventory as long as we are on the surface. Okay. Once that's finished, where's it at? Oh, it's slowly building away. Once that's finished, it'll automatically install over here. You can turn auto deploy off. I've got no reason to right now. There should be another corpse around here somewhere, unless it didn't manage to fully kill it. I said, for a safe place, it's not very safe. You could run around and explore. There is another hut over there. At this point in time, I haven't really... There we go, it's installed. Haven't really seen a lot of uses, or a lot of need to run around and check out a lot of those buildings, which is a pity. Okay. Let's leave this particular location. We've still got a bit of time. We need the copper bolts, plates, and the pumps. It's telling us to make one of these. We'll go back to the harbour. There we go. So we've got a tier 1 production module. Ideal. I like how it sort of re-digs up the ground. Okay. We'll go ahead and put that there. Piss that banner off so that we don't keep pulling that up. Stack all to condense it. Put away. Okay. Want us to grab the copper pipes. And now we've got to go to the work table and produce a production station. Device. So we want the production station. This is essentially the workbench, but it's attached to the ship. Done. Now we need to make a storage module and upgrade our explosives. So what do we need to upgrade our explosives? Refinery 1 intel, which is in our inventory. Let's go ahead and get that underway. So that unlocks grenades and better munitions. So it's now telling us to make grenades, a shotgun, and shotgun ammo. So as I said, this is essentially the same thing as the workbench, but it allows higher level tech, and we don't have to have the stuff in our physical inventory anymore. We can put it all in here. Okay. So first things first, we need to produce a chest. And now we can make one of these, which needs 2 copper plates, 2 copper tubes, and 1 chest. Also note, we can queue up things, which is kind of neat. And we don't need to be at the bench. It'll just do its thing. Make some copper, some sulfur powder. We've got under 2 minutes. Okay, once it gets to a certain point, it sort of says, you know what, we're a bit too close to eruption, so it pauses any missions you're doing. Okay, so there you go. This light up here turns it on and off. In the case of storage, it links it to the rest of the system or not. Shush. There's our modules folding up. Now that we're going underground, it's no longer linked. Okay. Apologies again. So all I did there was took advantage of the lack of things being linked to take anything out of the drill that wasn't raw material. just to free up a bit of room. So as I mentioned, everything's got its own actual physical inventory amount. Okay. Why does it want us to get to the coal? I'll deal with that later. Boom! And along it comes. And once again, guys, on that note, this is where I'm going to basically pause up, and we will get back to it at the end of the next, well, once the eruption's passed. I want to thank everybody that has joined me once again. Now, I did mention that, I mean, it's not the fastest paced game in the world. Obviously, if you're playing multiplayer, you can divvy up the workload and sort of go from there. I am enjoying it. We will be doing quite a bit more, but for the right now, it is closing it on midnight, so I think this is probably the last ep I'll record tonight. When we get back, we will be, getting some grenades ready, queuing up, and going and attacking another ship, pretty much. I'm going to send us after a much heftier vessel as well. But, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. For the right now, though, I'm JesterArke. This was Volcanoids. Please feel free to hit any buttons of appreciation that are applicable. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.